Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze here, and today I for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside this video, guys, we are going to be talking about my daily routine, or pretty much the daily routine you should be doing here to pretty much progress as fast as possible. Now, I'm currently free to play on this account. Of course, there is no money invested into this, so anyone could do this here. I have made some mistakes along the way, but of course we've slowly corrected those as well. And I finally figured out the daily thing that you guys really should be doing to really progress as fast as possible. So before we get into the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button right there. Tune in for more as well by hitting that notification bell, and that like button really does help me out quite a lot here. We do daily videos as much as possible here. Unsure if we're gonna do a stream tonight, but we might end up doing one of those as well. But alongside of this here, we're gonna immediately start paying attention to what we need to do for this daily routine. Now, first things first, of course, when it does come down to your daily routine, this should be something everyone should be doing, is always get this daily out of the way, okay, right? This is the one thing that no matter what, who you are, no matter what you're doing, always complete this. That's just step one, but really it's nothing too big here. Now, one of the few things I would like to immediately tell you here is definitely when it comes down to your metaverse, if you are already stuck and you don't know what else you can do here, immediately start using your stamina on anything you possibly can that you will possibly need. Of course, for the weekend, just to make sure we are stacking up on these, because these are limited by the week. Of course, be sure to knock this out at the hardest difficulty that you can technically do. I can do this at level 2 here, but I'm trying to save it to at least I get to level 40, which is right around the corner for me. In which once we hit level 40, we'll go ahead and do this for the week, just to make sure we're getting the best prizes that we want to get. Main reason you want to do this and at least make this a daily routine to make sure you're trying to reach even higher before you do it, of course, is because this will help you out quite a lot, especially when it comes down to stacking up your characters and needing those talent materials. Now, of course, for our personas, just like in Honkai Star Rail and things like that, there is a cap on the level that they can go to here, and you're going to need certain specific materials in order to fully cap out those levels. So you get some of those materials by doing this here as well. And that is something you really want to make sure you're able to complete when the time comes here, so then you're able to at least max out those personas. It's going to be something that you really want to pay attention to. So surely do have this in your checkoff list that you want to try to either do within the week or either on the day. So make sure you're doing this. But when it comes down to your stamina, is going to be your daily routine here. One of the few things I want to say is pay attention to is not these two, right? These two are really nice. You're going to do these gradually. Yes, it is going to be for EXP here, as well as for like your weapon EXP, but those aren't going to be the real ones that you want to pay attention to. Neither are these two, to be honest. You kind of want to go ahead and only focus on these last 3 here, because they're more of the rare things that you need to get. Most of these up here you're able to get from mementos or just from palace grinding in general, while these last 3 are more of the iffy type materials here. Alongside of this here, instead of just like the front ones where this one gives you 750 EXP, the other ones back here, if you go ahead and look at the EXP book here, actually gives you only 500. So if you're going ahead and using this instead of the back ones over there, of course, you're getting more EXP for your buck, as well as you're helping your overall account for progression. This starts to become a huge thing, especially when it comes down to at least getting up your characters. Currently, I am level 35 or 36 here, meaning all my characters can be 40. Upgrading those personas, especially when they're 40 at this point, takes I think 3 or 4 of these guys here, which can be very much so annoying, especially when you're trying to progress a decent bit here. So you definitely want to be sure to use your stamina on these last 3. Now, these last 3 are really going to be very interesting because they are very much so consuming when it comes down to things that you do need here, but they give you a lot of EXP compared to the other ones as well, and they just give you the really expensive materials that you're going to need to progress in the game in general. So surely be sure to at least do this. No matter what, it will help you out in the long run. Now, one of the other things that you guys really want to go ahead and pay attention to, especially if it does come down to at least your daily routine here, let's say if we're going to split up our stamina, right? We got 180. I would definitely advise chuck at least 2 to this one here, meaning you're going to be at least at 60. So you'll be at 120 left, right? So let's try to focus maybe a couple talents on the persona every day. So 60 on this one, you're left with 120. Now you could either split this up with these 2 within that day. So let's say 60 here and then 60 here as well to give you all 3. That's actually a good thing to do, especially if you want to dedicate days to this. But if you don't want to dedicate that to, and you just want to make sure you have your talent materials, which I do feel like are probably going to be your big boy things that you really want to pay attention to, Just go ahead, do 60 here, have 120 left, and then you want to go ahead and focus on your personas. Now the persona coins are really important here, mainly just because these are going to be used not only just for, of course, making other personas, of course, but will be used to go ahead and transfer these things into personas that you currently have. So if I go ahead and take a look into my compendium and things like this, of course, we have our 3 sections. One of them is the VIP service section, which is pretty much where we just combine a lot of our personas here, or either go ahead and level them up and things like that. But one of the main things you really want to pay attention to is this one here. With those said coins that you're able to farm here, you're able to at least make the personas themselves, or you can take skills. Now with each coin, of course, you have a chance to get certain skills here, and this is really going to become a huge thing, especially when it comes down to at least the higher level coins, to get you those higher level moves. This is what we're going to really want to pay attention to. So if you really want to make a good thing of doing this every single day, especially when it comes down to grinding some of those personas, I would definitely advise it. It gives a decent bit of stamina, or at least a decent bit of EXP as well, because as you see, we're at 750 here. You also get yourself some coins, in which these coins can actually be used in a certain shop that you're able to at least transfer a lot of things over as well. So be sure to at least do this a decent bit of times here. I would suggest maybe, because let's see, it takes 30 as well. So if you really wanted to split this up the right way, you could do technically 60 on these. You get at least 4 out of each time you do this, so surely do know that, of course. But 60 out of those, 60 on here, leaving you with 60 left. And if you wanted to do another one, I would advise definitely do this one here to at least get up your characters kind of quick here, immediately doing the 180. Now, of course, if you don't want to do this, of course, I would highly suggest just go ahead and double down on this, doing 120 here, and then at least doing the last bit on any of these personas, because these are really going to be helpful, especially when you're coming down to the combining. This is what I've been doing on the daily, and it's been definitely getting me kind of far, and I definitely want to say that's going to be a big thing that you guys want to focus on. Now, coming down to one of the other things that you want to do on the daily, it's definitely going to be in the persona room once again here, or at least the velvet room here. Sorry, not the persona, but the velvet room here, and that is going to be, of course, making more personas. Now, this is something you really want to pay attention to, and it has to be a daily thing. Okay, as you progress, as you continue getting your confidants up, of course, with Rope, you're gonna unlock more of these guys, right? This is going to be something that you either want to do on the daily, you want to do just any time here and just sit in the velvet room and create a bunch of these guys. Now, the reason you want to do this is not only just to expand, of course, your options of what you can use in battle, but also get up your compendium. Now, if your compendium's filled, of course, they give you those light bulbs, in which I've talked about in previous videos, of course, as well. But you get these light bulbs, and these will overall help out Wonder. Wonder needs these said light bulbs to immediately get up as many dupes as possible here. So as you can see, I have 3,000 invested with 6 of these guys invested. Currently I have 5 light bulbs and 0 here, in which every time you get these light bulbs and everything like this, of course, you're able to upgrade Wonder more and more, making him more and more of a tankier / attacker, anything you really want him to be, as much as possible. Now, I know there are people who are trying to go into certain paths for this. You can't really do that because after a while, you do have to stop, at least for your protagonist here. So you could either go ahead and just refresh it, of course, and just, what is it called? And get all your stones back and then do it separately. I mean, it is very nice if you are trying to get like that ultimate type build here. But I'm being honest with you, I feel like I would technically just put them into anything for now, and then later on we would split them up. Might do a video on at least splitting up this here, I'm unsure, but make a actual, at least conscious decision to continue making personas every day. That's going to be what you really want to focus on, and that's really going to help you out in the long run. Now, another thing that you want to go ahead and try to do daily here, if not just like every hour, to be honest, is at least use as much of your energy every day here. Now, the reason why we want to do this is because we're trying to get up as many of our confidants as possible. Each confidant that we get up, of course, give you different prizes here. So when you are using your at least energy every single day here, which is going to be accessible down here, as we can tell, currently, of course, they're trying to make me go to sleep because I have no freaking thing here. But if we go ahead and press the working in the city button here, it's going to tell us what we can do during this day. these guys you want to try and use every single day, no matter what it is. I would advise try to take advantage when they do have the little yellow here, because that usually means you get more out of the deal. For that one, we mainly just get like what's it called, some gems, so it's nothing too crazy here. But for example, we could go hang out with Tomoko. We could get up our, at least I want to say our knowledge. I think this was the knowledge one, was the glasses as well, because lips was charms if I'm right. But we get up knowledge, we can work on anything, we can get some extra money here on the side, and this is something you really want to do. Now, when it comes down to the confidants, I would highly suggest focusing your confidants the most part, because this will overall help out your account. Not only are you getting yourself at least prizes with these confidants, of course, if we go ahead and look into our bonds again, but depending on the person, such as like what we have Morope here, she helps us get more characters, or at least more personas. Well, if we go ahead and do this with our other characters here, we can actually get ourselves up some more little extra things here, no matter what it is. Like we can get us just EXP, things like that, different passives that we're able to get as well. So like this one, we're able to actually do different things in the part-time job here. For this one here, let's actually get this translated. We can work at the drugstore now thanks to her, and things like that, and you get yourself more and more little passives. Now, of course, depending as to how far you want to go with this, you don't have to go any further than 14 technically, unless you want to really have a soulmate with this character. But by doing this, of course, you're getting yourself tons of prizes. You're being able to at least help out your overall account growth here, and pretty much just make your account even better than how it would normally be. So surely do take your at least time and do as many of your energies as possible here, and make sure you're using them and not just letting them go to waste, because these do refresh. I actually recovered a decent bit of these, because I know I had 0 yesterday, or like 2 yesterday, and I got back up to 20. I don't understand how, I don't know where it happened, but it does restore fairly quickly. So you guys want to make sure you want to use these guys to at least have that nice advantage on progressing with your account. Now, lastly but not least, we're gonna go ahead and cover this immediately before I end out the video, because this is a little bit of a longer video here, and I am sorry about that. One of the other things that you guys really want to pay attention to is going to be mementos. Now, this is kind of the obvious one here. With mementos, you really want to do this here, and the main reason is because you can get plenty of stuff in mementos, right? You can get yourself upgrade materials, you can get yourself soul stones, you can get yourself anything that you need, such as waking materials, even EXP. This can also unlock different side quests as well, depending on what you're doing in mementos as well. How far you progress in it, it could unlock side quests for the story. So surely do those things to fully maximize your account, and make sure you're not wasting that time that you really do have for yourself here. But hope you guys enjoyed the video for it. I made it kind of short to an extent. Your boy is out of a little bit of breath today. I don't know why your boy is just not feeling too well, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button for just for me, to be honest. If you didn't like it, all right, then it is what it is. But hope you guys did. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, and stay determined. Peace.